At them as well. Perez tries to cut off Hamilton, who looks to go straight on. Perez leads from Sebastian Vettel, and then comes Pierre Gasly and Charles Leclerc. And
what is going on, guys? It is JJ here, back with a new video, and today we're going to take a look at the 2021 Baku Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It is the race everyone has been telling me to look at now that Monaco was done. Let me know what you guys thought about the Monaco Grand Prix, because while it was a very interesting race, obviously not a ton of overtakes, the weather kind of threw a little mix into it. The huge Mick Schumacher crash, the Ferrari throw game, because they threw the race for both Sainz and Leclerc. It's absolute horrible, shambolic performance from them. But anyway, focusing on the race ahead. I believe it is the weekend of June 10th. We will have another live stream ready for that. It's going to be an absolute blast, I think, to watch the Baku Grand Prix. But it's one of these races that's become a street circuit, and actually one that people really enjoy. And a billion people have been telling me to watch this race, so we're going to take a look at it for the first time. So let me know what you guys think about the Baku Grand Prix. Let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video on the Formula 1 channel down in the description below. It is blurred because it is F1 content. Do apologize for that. I'm going to make a prediction. My prediction for this, because I did not watch the 2021 season. Very, very new still to F1. With it being Baku, and I mean, just looking from the first still, I can see Mercedes in P2 and a Ferrari in P1. I'm going to guess it's Leclerc, and I'm going to guess it's Bottas. And I'm going to say Valtteri Bottas wins the Baku Grand Prix. I don't know. I'm throwing it out there. I'm throwing it into the mix. He has to win one race for Mercedes, right? I don't think I've ever seen him even win one in all of the races that we've watched. But yeah, sorry. Let's go to the video.
5 lights on ahead of the drivers.
Let's
it's lights out, and away we go. Leclerc gets away well ahead of Hamilton and Verstappen, and then Sainz and Gasly scrapping away behind them. But it's Charles Leclerc.
So Bottas is not even in the top 5, top 6. So I take back immediately what I said, and I'm actually gonna throw a little mix into it. I think he said Gas. I'm gonna say Pierre Gasly. The man who will never drive for the Red Bull team again.
He's got the pole, and he's got away from Lewis Hamilton, and they're locking up. Sainz, Gasly ahead. Sergio Perez making up places as well. The two McLarens getting bogged down in the midfield, and the charge is on now, down towards turn 3. Charles Leclerc leads the Azerbaijan Grand Prix from Hamilton, and then comes Verstappen and Sergio Perez ahead of Gasly, but only just. The two going through into turn 3, separated by inches and making it.
Okay, the two
Ferrari
Red Bulls.
of Charles Leclerc has Lewis Hamilton right behind him, and Leclerc's been leading throughout this race, but not for long, because Hamilton's got the turn, he's got the slipstream, he doesn't need DRS, and he makes the pass to take the lead of this race. Leclerc's going to try and fight him back, going into turn 1, but it's Hamilton now ahead of Leclerc, with Verstappen in 3rd.
Pierre Gasly with the fastest lap in the race.
We're watching Yuki Tsunoda in 8th as well, and we're watching Charles Leclerc under massive pressure from Max Verstappen. He's had to wait a few laps to get past the Ferrari. It's happened now at the beginning of...
How was Ferrari that bad on the straights in 2021? How were they that bad? Like, if Leclerc is getting pole position, they have speed there. So how are they getting overtaken that easily?
Hamilton leads. Verstappen is now 2nd and chasing after the Mercedes. Leclerc down to 3rd. And there's Yuki Tsunoda. Is he going to get past Fernando Alonso going into turn 1? Do you know what? Yes, he is.
Look at Sergio Perez, straight there for protection. This is exactly what Red Bull need, isn't it? Up to 3rd place. What a drive so far.
Wow.
In the space of a single lap,
Max
Charles Leclerc is now out of the podium places.
What's happened in Sector 2? We've got a yellow flag.
That will attract the attention of the strategy engineers on the pit wall, and it is a Ferrari of Carlos Sainz who's gone off into the runoff area. Hamilton comes in, Verstappen and Perez stay out. Hamilton, it's a slow stop again, but he had to wait for the other car that was coming down the pit lane. We've not seen drivers have problems here, but on the hard tyre, he locks up and has to bail out.
He locked up hard.
Sorry, guys.
And he's boxing. Ted, down to you.
Yeah, I can see it just a couple of garages down. Let's have a look. Yeah, going well so far. That's not the 1.8 I've seen, but what was it, about the 2-second mark? Very, very solid. White tyres on, hard.
I tell you what, Ted, Max
Vettel
is away,
and
he is going to be ahead of Lewis Hamilton. That's the crucial thing here. Hamilton's slow stop has cost him track position after the pit stop to Max Verstappen.
But he's right there.
Compound tyre. For Sergio Perez, there was a problem at the rear. We'll get Ted Kravitz's thoughts on that in a moment. 4.3 second stop for Perez. That's undone all his good work.
Yeah,
as you see Max Verstappen going into turn 1. Where's Hamilton now? Coming through turn 1. Sergio Perez comes out in second place, still ahead of Lewis Hamilton. Verstappen is ahead. Sergio Perez behind his teammate. Hamilton behind now both Red Bulls.
They have a bad pit stop and still come out in the lead. Red Bull were just on their game in 2021, weren't they?
Oh no, and that is an accident, and it is Lance Stroll. And Lance Stroll, who might well have been coming into the pits, has left a huge amount of debris on the track. He's moving around in the cockpit. That's great to see. What happened to Lance Stroll?
Just lost control of the car.
Absolutely no chance of avoiding the accidents. I said potentially coming into the pits. That's an impact, isn't it? We are going to get racing here in Baku, and now Verstappen's gone.
But Lewis is on
Hamilton
them,
has
Pierre
got a
Gasly's
really
remained
nice
in
toe
fourth.
behind
He's actually done a really good job.
Pierre Gasly locks up. Charles Leclerc could get interested here. Sebastian Vettel down the inside of Charles Leclerc. Gets past the Ferrari. Sergio Perez is under pressure from Lewis Hamilton. There's a huge lock-up by Charles Leclerc. He almost goes into the back of Sebastian Vettel. Somehow, the Aston Martin doesn't make contact. Now, Sebastian Vettel's looking to have a go at Pierre Gasly as well.
Lewis is going to take Checo. Lewis is taking Checo.
Perez goes through second. Gasly goes
Pierre
ahead.
Gasly, he's defending his position so well.
Sebastian Vettel, high drama at the restart there. And Charles Leclerc very nearly coming a cropper.
Sebastian Vettel getting a nice one off Pierre Gasly. He's going to get it done.
He's got the toe, he's got the fresher tyres, he's got the pace. Sebastian Vettel's got 4th place here in Baku.
Vettel
he
in
loves
the
this
Aston
track, started in the
hero.
top 4 in every season that he's come to Baku before. He's finished 3rd, he's finished 4th, he's finished 4th, he's finished 2nd.
So what I'm hearing is that we need to bet on Sebastian Vettel to finish on the podium, or at least in the top 10, when we get to Baku in 2 weeks. That's what I'm hearing. I can do that. I can oblige them for that. I will happily do that because, I mean, the guy, he always finds his way. And he finished in the top 10 with the Aston Martin this weekend, so I'll take that.
And guess what? In 2021, he's 4th again. It can go right down to the checkered flag. And look at Max Verstappen on the main straight. Leading this race, now out of this race.
Is Checo going to win this race? Checo's going to win this race.
Hamilton.
Checo's winning this race. Oh, how did he lose control?
Mile-an-hour crash for Max Verstappen, and that is also Red Bull's first 1-2
His tires locked up.
In many a long year, taken out of them as well.
Oh, wow.
And the red flag has now come out. The race is now going to stop. Brakes smoking on Lewis Hamilton's car. Perez on pole, Hamilton alongside him on the front row. Perez gets away well. Hamilton will wheel
Lewis Hamilton desperately needs a win.
Is coming at them as well. Perez tries to cut off Hamilton, who goes straight on. Perez leads from Sebastian Vettel, and then comes Pierre Gasly and Charles Leclerc, and Hamilton has gone from 2nd in the race to falling out of the points as they tiptoe their way around turn 2. We lost the championship leader with a...
What an idiot! You can see your brakes are smoking! Just take it slow around the turn. Why am I this stressed for him? I'm beyond stressed for him. What an idiot. What an absolute donut.
We lost his main rival
what an absolute
with a lock-up at the restart. This has not been a good day for the top 2 in the championship. Under pressure now.
And
Pierre
Checo
Gasly's
wins,
got
baby.
Checo
Checo
wins. Looks like Charles Leclerc
and Vettel on the podium.
Pierre Gasly. Leclerc goes back up into the podium places.
Oh, Leclerc
he started
and Gasly
on
for the
pole,
podium.
but yet finished on the podium. Gasly's going to come back
Gasly
at
takes
him
it back.
though. The AlphaTauri goes a bit deep and gets past Charles Leclerc. Out in front, Perez from Vettel. This scrap's still going on behind the
and look who's in 5th, Lando. Lando just biding his time.
Here, but Lewis Hamilton, 54 points scoring finishes in a row, and he fails to score points today. As down the inside goes Gasly, stays ahead of Leclerc for one brief moment. Lando Norris thought he had a chance.
Norris is trying.
Gasly cuts him off aggressively, going through turn 4. Sergio Perez moved teams over the winter, went to Red Bull in his 6th race for his new team. Sergio Perez wins the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel moved teams. He picks up his first podium for Aston Martin and their first podium in Formula One. Pierre Gasly's back on the podium too for AlphaTauri as he comes home 3rd. What a Baku race it was. What an Azerbaijan Grand Prix.
He literally sounds like he's out of breath. Like the announcer sounds like he's out of breath because he was just going absolutely ham in the race. Guys, I feel like Lando always ends up in P5. I'm calling it right now, Lando's going to be P5 at this Baku as well. If he finishes the race, he will end up in P5. Maybe Charles Leclerc will do better. That Ferrari is so much faster on the straight now. But Red Bull's better in the corners. Just the fact that it only made the title race more interesting. Had Lewis Hamilton just coasted and just finished 2nd, or at least kept Checo in contention, instead of letting his smoky brakes, you know, just take him out of the race, would he have ended up winning in 2021? Like, that's one of those knock your head on the ground situations. Like, that's so irritating. And Max leading the whole way. How many laps left? It was 5 laps left before he went off the track. That's so disheartening. That's so disheartening. But okay, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below on the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. It blows my mind that this happened this way, but that's F1, baby. That's F1. That's why you guys wanted me to see this race. Let me know what other Baku you guys want to see. When did it start? When did Baku start? Because I want to watch the original. Let me know that. But yeah, catch you guys later. Peace.